Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry. Very sorry. Whoa, very sorry. Wait. Good morning. No. Good afternoon. No, good evening. Okay. Welcome to the Pupkatiliver Gang podcast. What? The necklace? What is this necklace? It's the magic necklace. Yeah, it's the magic necklace. Why am I wearing the magic necklace? Because I'm protecting myself against Maymay, right? Who turned me into an orangutan. That's another story, though. She turned me into an orangutan. I had to steal the necklace from her to turn myself back into Papa. And now I always wear the necklace to prevent myself from becoming an orangutan. She wouldn't give me any bananas. No bananas. Can you imagine turning somebody into an orangutan and not giving them bananas? That's terrible. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Another story. Another time. Welcome to the Pupkatiliver Gang podcast series, better known as the Puppy Pods. And this podcast will continue the epic adventure, the birthday mystery. And this will be episode 2. So, for those of you who just tuned in, or you can't remember the story because you're stuck at 12 years old and 7 years old, let me provide a recap. What do you mean? You think we should have the vast audience do the recap? Audience participation. Yeah, but the audience is only 2 people. There's just 2 people here, right? You mean there are thousands of people who are watching and listening on YouTube? I don't quite believe that, but okay. Let's see how much they remember. We'll give them a quiz. We'll give them a little quiz. Okay, here we go. First question on the quiz. The main crisis in episode 1 was, first choice, Greasy Johnson falls in love with Streganona. Okay, audience doesn't go for that one. Okay, second choice. Lex Luthor and the Doomies join ThunderClan. They join ThunderClan. Okay. All right. I don't think you went for that one either. Okay. Third choice. This is disgusting. Okay. Big Anthony eats so much pasta that he throws up over everyone. Right? Big Anthony, what do you think of that one? Oh, no, don't like it either. Okay, I think you're right. Okay, now. Okay, fourth choice. Okay, Inspector Clouseau sneezes so hard that he farts. Really loud, right? Inspector Clouseau sneezes so hard that he farts. And whereupon Fart Man asks him to join the Fart Wars. Right? Ask him to join the Fart Wars. What do you think about that one? Oh, my watch is talking to me. My watch. Get out. Okay. I don't like my watch either. Okay. All right. So Inspector Clouseau is not going to join the Fart Wars. Okay. What about the next choice? The next choice is none of the above. Yay. Okay. That seems to be the choice. The audience is in favor of that, and that's the answer to the first question. Now we come to the second question. We know that there is a crisis, but we're not sure what the crisis is, but we do know that Lex Luthor and the Doomies stole something. Okay? What did Lex Luthor and the Doomies steal? All right. Streganona's pasta pot. Oh, no, that didn't work. No, that's not it. this out of here. Okay. Second choice. Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants with a big U, right? Underpants name, big U. Underpants, small U. Captain Underpants. Okay, I don't think that worked either. Third choice is, what did they steal? They stole the ski lift from Cannon Mountain. Nope, that's not it either. And what did they steal? The last calendar with November 3rd and November 11th, and they demanded $1 million in ransom. What about that? Yay. Okay, so that's the answer. So now we have the crisis is the Doomies and Lex Luthor stole the calendar with November 3rd and November 11th. They demanded a $1 million ransom, and that kept May and Walter stuck at 12 years old and 7 years old. Very, very serious. Very serious. Although I wouldn't mind being 12 or 7 once in a while. Not often. Maybe, a few days a week. Okay. So, next question. So, at the end of episode 1, where are the puppies and ThunderClan and Stregonona, Big Anthony, Clouseau, Dogman, Cat Kid? Where are all of they? Okay. First choice. They're at TD Garden playing the Boston Celtics. TD Garden playing the Boston Celtics. No, that's not it. Okay. What about skiing? Skiing down the back of Queen Glacier, the Ice-Wing Queen. Queen Glacier, the Ice-Wing Queen. What about that one? Nope, that didn't work either. Okay. What about this one? At Papa and Lolly's house, fighting monsters. No, they didn't like that one either. That's not the answer. Okay. Next question. Next choice. Where are they? They're in front of the cave where Luthor and the Doomies and the Lookout and the Greek gods are hiding. What about that one? In front of the cave. Yeah. Okay, that's the answer. Okay. So at the end of episode 1, we have Luthor and the Doomies and the Greek gods in the cave with the calendar, right? The special calendar, right? And everybody else, the Doomies, outside surrounding the entrance or the exit of the cave. And so May yells in, "Okay, Luthor, we have the cave surrounded." Of course, the cave is surrounded, you only do the entrance. That's the surround. Okay. And there's no chance of escape. Throw out the calendar and we'll let you go. And of course, Luthor holds up the calendar and he says, "Ha! I'll burn this calendar if you get any closer." And May and Walter will never get any older. They'll be 12 and 7 forever. 13 and 8 is much better than 12 and 7, and they'll be 12 and 7 forever. Blah, blah, blah. Give me $1 million. All of a sudden, there's a rumbling from the back of the cave. And guess who appears? Oh, I can't see anything. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Guess who appears? My nose is losing my nose. Grug Crude. It's Grug Crude. And he looks at Luthor and he says, "I don't know who you are, but you have 5 minutes to get out of my cave. Get out of my cave." And Luthor says, "Oh, yeah?" Luthor says, "Oh, yeah? Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, sorry. Okay, okay. The computer went off. Okay. And Luther says, oh yeah, look who I've got. Granny Krug. No, not Granny Krug, Granny Crude. I've got Granny Crude. Crude. One move and she's finished. Meanwhile, Luther knows that he only has a little while to escape because everybody's surrounded and he's got the Crudes and he's got puppies and everybody else in the front. He's got to get out of there. And so he sees an underground river flowing through the cave. So he tells the Doomies to get the boats ready. Get the boats ready. Wait a minute. Yeah, get the boats ready. We're going to escape using this river. But it turns out that the underground river is not really a river. It's a sewer. It's a sewer. Disgusting, smelly sewer, right? And slowly, ever so slowly, guess who climbs out? The investigators. It's the investigators, right? The investigators. So Mango and Brash say, we got a text from our partners, Dogman and Cat Kid. We knew we'd find you here, Luther. Hand over the calendar and let Granny go. And Luther, of course, says, never, never. And he looks at Zeus and he says to Zeus, okay, Zeus, it's time for plan B. Get us out of here. And Zeus creates thunder and lightning and he waves his enormous arms and he turns the Doomies and the gods into birds, And Luther grabs the calendar in his talons. Talons are like the claws, the fingers of the birds, right? And they fly out of the cave. But they forgot that not the Doomies, the puppies, except for Greasy, are 10 feet tall. They're pretty tall, right? And so even though they're flying high, Walter grabs the calendar and he gets lifted off the ground by Luther, who's trying to fly away. And Papa yells, quick, quick, follow those geese. And May looks at Papa and she smirks. Papa, they're not geese. They're ducks. They're ducks. May will remember this. They're ducks. This is like this whole story is an inside joke, right? This is an inside joke inside of an inside story. Inside joke. Okay, so anyway, a lot of insides. Okay, but anyway, so meanwhile, the sorceress, who hasn't really had much to do with this whole story, fell asleep. She fell asleep in the corner and she starts dreaming. And of course, you know who she's dreaming about. She's dreaming about Fat Hugo, the butterfly king. Anyway, May sees the calendar flying away with Walter flying away. And even though they're not far off the ground, they realize they're going to lose the calendar because Luther's going to fly away and the Doomies are going to fly away. Everything is going to fly away. So May wakes up the sorceress and she says, do something. But the sorceress is groggy. She's groggy. She was like, right? She just woke up and she was dreaming and she couldn't quite, but she realized what's happening and she decides that she's going to turn everybody into eagles, right? She turns them into eagles. They can fly off, get the calendar, get the ducks, get everything, scare off Luther or get Luther, whatever. But she messes up the spell. She always messes up the spell. And instead of training them, instead of changing them into eagles, what does she change them into? Butterflies, but not normal butterflies that are just flying around and cute, all pink and blue, all this. We like butterflies, great. She changes them into fat butterflies, big, fat butterflies. Now, big, fat butterflies really can't fly that well, so they're waddling along. They're flying a little bit. They can get off about 2 feet off the ground, but they fall, they get up, they fall, they get up, they go out, they waddle, But there's a lot of them, there's hundreds and hundreds of fat butterflies around. Now, you got Walter hanging onto the calendar, 2 feet off the ground, the butterflies waddling, but flying 2 feet off the ground, and you realize that the butterflies can reach Walter. And so what happens is they surround Walter, and they're all flapping their wings and flapping and everything else, and pretty soon they start tickling Walter under his arms and on his soles of his feet, and he starts laughing like crazy. He's laughing. Now, everybody knows that laughter is contagious, infectious, right? So that when one person starts laughing, other people start laughing. So now you got Walter who starts laughing, and pretty soon the butterflies are laughing, but they're falling and flying, falling and flying, waddling, all of this. And everybody except for Luther is laughing. Ha 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 ha. Okay, and they're still tickling him, and so it's a crazy scene. Everybody, laughing, flying, waddling, up and down, all of this. And finally, Walter shakes himself free with the laughter, because he's right, and he falls to the ground with the calendar. He's got the calendar, right? He falls to the ground. He's got the calendar, and Luther, now free of Walter and the calendar, starts flying off, and he yells, "Okay, puppies, this is not the end. We will be back. We will be back." Right? And meanwhile, Walter is surrounded by the butterflies still in there, fat butterflies. And now he's still laughing because now they're crawling all over him, and it's disgusting. So the sorceress does figure out how to change them back into whatever they were, right? Some of them were dog men and cat dogs and feral cats and alligators, and all different kind of things there, people, and all of this. But everybody gets back to what they were, and they start singing a sort of celebration, because now May and Walter are 13 and 8 years old, right? So it worked. They got the calendar. The calendar now has November 3rd and November 11th, and they now can have their birthday. And as the scene episode ends, we see everybody singing happy birthday to May and Walter. And that is the end of the birthday mystery, episode 2, or the birthday mystery. Happy holidays to the entire Forkner family, and especially to May and Walter. We love you both.